Or Deponia. I love the first game, guys. We played that. Just my value though, real quick. And yeah, I'm excited. So we left off. Rufus was on a ship, basically, and the girl that he was trying to save. Basically, he lost her, but I guess he wants to go back and save her. Is what it sounds like from the ending from the last game. So I guess we're gonna do this. Let's do this. Grandma, into this hut. Okay. Whoa, what the hell?
Huh? What's this all about? Isn't that Ms. Hinkle's junk press?
No, that's the junk press from my trawler. You need to help me fix it.
Yeah, but it looks exactly like Ms. Hinkle's junk press from the tutorial in Part 1.
Yeah, it
So
does.
what? Who's
Part
going
one.
to notice? Those who played Part 1 don't even need a tutorial.
Yeah, but I bet they're gonna play it through anyway, because they just can't get enough of me.
That's
Count
true.
me out.
It's
I'm
true.
definitely not gonna suffer through this whole tutorial thing again. I mean, it was stupid enough the first time around.
Ah, come on. Little repetition can't hurt.
Then how do you explain this blister? That is where I burned myself when I repeatedly put my hand on a hot stove.
You never learn, do you?
Remember that?
Au contraire, I have a nearly photographic memory.
Do you now? So, do you remember how to use the interface in order to talk to someone?
Yes, of course.
Go ahead. Talk to me. Just point the cursor at me.
No prompting. Talk to Bozo.
You don't have to say that aloud.
Hey, who's talking to you?
Hello there. You clicked on me.
Yeah, and I regret it already. But you see, there's nothing left here that you could teach me. You don't even know, how to look at an object.
But I already know that.
I see. And how?
I point at it with my mouse cursor and right-click when the eye icon appears.
Nonsense. That's not an eye. It's a ping pong ball.
With a pupil?
Yeah, it's loaded.
Why would they use a loaded ping pong ball as an icon for the action examine?
I'm about to demonstrate that using the small object lying on the ground over there by pointing the cursor at it and right-clicking as soon as the ping pong ball appears.
I'm holding my breath. I thought you were. I'm just when you. I meant just when you see.
What's that?
It's the real.
But it was.
It's
and
then. Weren't you gonna pick up that thing? Simply
don't. Huh? Where'd it go?
You put it in your inventory. You know where all your items go. You pick the thing up. Now use the mouse wheel to open the inventory.
Hey, there it is.
Exactly. Now this is your inventory.
I knew that.
Here you can view all the stuff you're lugging around. You remember how to do that, don't you?
Yes.
What am I supposed to do with this?
Looks like a broken...
Well, then what?
And? Any luck combining them?
I'm working on.
Click, then click.
I was just. Look here, Bozo. I fixed the part.
I won't believe that until I see it in operation.
I know. My handyman skills are really incredible.
Yeah, you know what? We're skipping it. Let's get to the main game,
They
guys.
came out of nowhere
Previously, on Deponia.
with their cruisers, plasma weapons, and mechanical beards. Organized. They took our village by force. They left nothing behind but tears and devastation. They were looking for gold and Elysium, the girl that fell from the sky. And only one person was prepared to save her. He woke her up, contacted her fiancé, and took her to the lower Ascension Station, only to learn the shocking truth once he got there. Cletus, Gold's fiancé, wasn't acting out of love. He had an agreement with Ulysses, the mysterious leader of the Organon, and Argus, his right hand. They needed the Ascension codes, hidden away in Goal's brain implant, and they wanted to erase her memory. They wanted to make sure no Elysian would ever know that our world is inhabited. For their goal was terrible beyond imagination. They wanted to blow up our world. But they had failed to reckon with the One. He swapped the cartridges. And he restored Goal's memory so that she could bear the truth to Elysium. The name of this one man, this selfless hero, was Rufus. Dun, 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 dun. Bop, bop, bop.
That wasn't the whole story, was it?
That was the first part. I think it's going to be a trilogy.
Sounds a bit unbelievable.
Yeah, unbelievably cool.
But if it really all happened like that, shouldn't I be on my way to Elysium with Cletus? So what are you doing here? Where is Cletus? Why am I unable to remember any of this? And forgive me for asking, but why is there a burning saw blade stuck in the side of the ship?
Oh, that. Oh, well, I was about to get to that part. So listen up. Da 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 dun 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 dun.
You're being pathetic again about accurate bacteria in the fridge. It's getting boring, but packing bags due to dirty socks ice through to lampshades rim borders on Anadon's gone. Didn't I explicate it? Are you still not persuaded? There's cracks growing on your tympanic membrane. Remember Deponia, self-sacrifices, and gosh, not to start all over again.
Huzzah, all over again.
Trash. Trash. And more trash.
Isn't it adorable?
Yeah, sure. Hard to imagine I ever wanted to leave here.
Ah, Rufus. This is the lad I was telling you about.
What? Him? From what you told me, I had imagined a smart young man, not a filthy bum.
There's more to him than meets the eye. When I first met him, Rufus was still a... How shall I put this?
Just say it. I was a self-indulgent slob, but I'm steadily improving.
That's right. Right now, for example, he is helping Bozo to get the trawler shipshape.
So I am. I was going to ask you whether I can borrow your hammer.
No problem. You can take it from my toolbox over there.
Thanks, Doc. You're the best.
I still don't know, really. Something just doesn't seem right about that boy.
But Grandma Utz, whatever are you talking about?
Didn't you tell me that he suffers from an exaggerated opinion of himself?
Those days are over. Rufus has learned a lot. He is much more careful than before.
Aren't you worried he might
I trust him completely.
Rufus seems like a brutal thug to me.
Rufus? Brutal? Never.
I just hope he doesn't turn my whole house upside down.
He's just getting a hammer. How much damage could he possibly do?
Can a person
It's very... Once burned, and Rufus has burned his fingers more than once. He has learned. I would bet the house on it.
All I'm saying is that he seems very clumsy.
Your fears are completely groundless. Rufus has become very careful since his last adventure.
And if he has to use the toilet, then he can do that on the trawler.
Of course, Grandma.
It's just that I have hardly any water left.
He's just getting a hammer.
And he reads.
Think that...
If
That's how it is.
Yes, Rufus has become a better person. He's our current all and yes, he's all hate and yes, he's all and
did he even wash it?
Up, Rufus.
That? What?
Believe me, those days...
What if he suddenly blows?
Believe me,
What if?
believe me, though...
If that's all...
That's how it is. As if someone installed...
And you
Well, if that's all you're worried about,
Something like that can kill a little bird.
Rufus isn't going to drown your bird by accident.
He would ask before he used my water supply, wouldn't he?
Absolutely.
Good. Good. I have to get by on what I have until the end of the month. But there is one thing that still worries me. He had better not clog my garbage disposal. The blades are so sharp. Things are always getting caught in there.
Oh, Grandma, you worry about the silliest things.
If you promise me that he will be careful, then everything is all right. Just as long as nothing happens to my John Thomas.
Promise.
I suppose your Rufus really must have improved.
Well, what do you know? Here it is.
Have you found it at last?
Yeah, sure.
It certainly took you long enough. I hope you didn't leave a mess.
Me? No way. But enough chit-chat. Bozo's waiting.
Just relax, Rufus. It's not like anything's on fire.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
By the way, what's that funky smell? Rufus, have you gone completely off the deep end? You almost set Grandma Utz's heart on fire.
All for a good cause.
You committing suicide?
No, I'm traveling to Elysium.
But Rufus, we've been through all that. I thought you would finally become reasonable.
Become reasonable? I am reasonable. And that's exactly why my plan is gonna work this time.
What plan are you talking about?
Well, what does it look like?
It looks like a madman's attempt to refute the principle of action and reaction.
Close enough.
Goodness gracious me.
As soon as I step on these bellows, the cork will hit the 3 targets one by one. In a spectacular chain reaction, this will cause the rockets to be lit and the safety rope to be cut. I have calculated everything. Just watch and learn. Oh, and keep away from the falling blade if you want to hold on to your fingers. Take a good look.
Rufus, no!
Doc. Uh-oh. Doc, that's not a good place for a nap. The Bunsen burner could boil away the water in the vase any minute. And when the scales pan goes up, it will trigger the guillotine. The fuse is already lit. Doc, wake up! Oh, what a bummer. Save Doc, or go to Elysium. Save Doc, or go to Elysium. Darn it, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Doc, wake up! Oh, what a... And oof, perfect body control, as always. maybe that shouldn't have... That tickles. With the right momentum, easy and totally realistic. If the black powder reaches the flames, it could ignite the gas. And then, there's bound to be an interesting chain reaction, whose outcome is very difficult to predict. What am I waiting for? Oh, it worked! I saved Doc! Ah! What?
Rufus! Rufus!
Huh? What?
You haven't answered my question. How did you get here? I just don't understand.
That's because there is nothing to understand. The whole story is nothing but one big filthy lie. Almost as filthy as Rufus, but not quite.
Cletus?
Of course it's Cletus. Why would that surprise you? I am not the one who barged in here uninvited.
I have come to save my planet.
Well done, moron. Goal and I had reached an agreement. I was trying to keep the existence of the Deponians a secret from the Council of Elders so that Deponia could be exploded, but Goal convinced me to tell the truth. We were just about to save Deponia. The escape pod was taking us to Elysium. Now, it's useless. We're not going to make it to Elysium, and the Council of Elders will never learn about the Deponians. Bravo, Rufus. That was a stroke of genius.
Don't listen to him, Goal. He's lying through his teeth.
I don't know. His version does sound pretty convincing.
Now, remember, he's lied to you before. The Goal that I know would never have let him get away with it.
That's because you only know one part of Goal, the part that is naive and idealistic.
The Goal that I know is a fighter who will stand up for what she believes in.
But there is a third part as well. And that part sides with me. Isn't that true, Goal?
There is no third part. You tell him, Goal.
I just don't know. I can't remember a thing.
Of course you can't. Thanks to this Fleabag's brilliant intervention, your brain implant has been damaged. It's a habit of his.
I'll fix it. Don't worry.
You still don't get it, do you? We have no use for you here. If you really want to help Goal, then jump. We're directly over the ocean.
No, this isn't right.
Oh, come on. Do what is best for Goal.
That looks like an ejector seat. Huh, there's still dust on the label. A shrink ray. That's even better than an ejector seat. Wait. Awesome! That's my favorite. And again, the shrink ray. I'm what's better.
No, don't!
Ha! Nothing. Why? I wonder if... Uh-oh! No! Goal!
You idiot!
Goal! No!
You blasted idiot!
Cletus, help me!
Hang on! Don't panic! I'll come and get you! Somehow!
Do you finally realize the damage you're doing?
Cletus!
Don't panic! I'll get you!
Why don't I do everyone a favor and kill you right here?
I'm coming, Goal! Hang in there!
Where do you think you're going?
I'm on my way!
Watch out! The rope's going to break at any moment!
What are you doing? Did you really think you could get away like that? Say bye-bye, Rufus. Cletus, no!
Cletus!
Oh dear, what have I done?
I still can't believe he really did that.
No need to worry, really. He's just like a wombat. He often falls, but he always lands on
All the others. I know. What is that noise?
What the?
Goal?
Don't be silly. If that were gold, the next we could expect... Rufus?
Rufus.
Ouch. Everything's ready for detonation, Bailiff. Acknowledged, Chief Blaster. Anything else? Are there no new instructions? We could start the countdown now. I appreciate your eagerness, but this is not a training maneuver. This is about destroying the zone around the Rust Red Sea before we blow up the entire planet. I see, Bailiff. Stop interrupting me. I know very well what is at stake here. Do you think I wasn't aware of all the implications? It is true. Inspector Cletus has not yet reached Elysium. We can only guess what kept him, but as long as there is still hope that he will complete his task, we need not worry. Until then, I don't want to hear about any countdowns. Do you understand? Yes, I do, Bailiff. Cletus is going to succeed. He will convince the Council of Elders that there is no sentient life on Deponia. And, if he should fail, then we shall see to it that the planet is indeed uninhabited. Dismissed! I have too many worries of my own to deal with your moral misgivings, so get out! Out, I say! Yes, sir. Where the devil is Cletus?
Only the most epic tales feature cruel depictions of saw blades crushed into cable boat walls. The attempt, though a blunt stunt, affected goals and planned, which surely can't be blamed on Rufus at all. Reckoning up the sum, the best was yet to come. For the end of part one seemed a little too coarse, and to a memory sent him to a 10-second chance for a decent happy ending. A grand fling with dancing and booze and so forth.
A sound with booze and so forth.
I think I ought to fire my chiropractor. Doc? Huh. We seem to have docked. But where is everybody? Huh. A note from Bozo, that old pirate. Good morning, lazy bones. Doc took Gold to his office. Huh. Finally someone who uses his brain. She wasn't feeling all that well. Yada, yada, yada. Blood from her ears. Blah, blah, blah. You can find me in the tavern. Tavern? Now that sounds promising. Huh, there's something else. Don't forget to go and see Doc. He needs your help. Why can't they ever manage without me? I would love to claim that I don't rummage around in trash, but who am I kidding? After all, this is Deponia. Blech! Slimy. Oh, that is disgusting. No, I've had it. I simply do not belong here. Wait! What's this? Hey, that's my old anchovy bait. It's still good. I can't leave here, not without gold. Ah, nothing beats a fresh breeze from the sea. The smell of freedom and adventure. And tar and toxic chemicals. And Tony's mother?
Shh! You're scaring the fish.
Rotten fish. Close enough. But this native presents a welcome opportunity to make use of my cosmopolitan tactfulness and my linguistic skills. Me, Rufus, where I find lab belong to Doc.
Are you talking to me, ape man? We put maps up for people like you.
Ah, you mean heroes passing through?
I mean people we prefer not to talk to.
Hey, just so you know it, I have an excellent sense of direction. I don't need your stinking maps.
So what you looking at it for?
I'm not looking. I'm just shooting it a contemptuous glance. Doc's office is in the industrial park. But where's the tavern? Ah, well, who cares? I guess I'll go see Doc first then. Can't have the. I can first. Can't have the. White of the wet blanket. What a cute little doggy you are.
I beg your pardon? My name is Cleverbite. I'm an autonomous, cybernetically highly developed service unit, programmed to perform complex security tasks.
Cleverbite. Oh, such an amusing name for a robo-dog.
I will not suffer such indignities. Through the neuronal connection of computer circuits with organic cerebral matter, I am capable of processing more than 3,000 floating point operations per second.
Can you sit up and beg?
Perhaps not, but I could sit up and grab something until you beg me to let go.
You know, you've got quite an attitude for a cyber whatever mongrel, but I'm pretty sure that your bark is worse than your bite.
Do you hear me barking then?
I don't know. All I can hear is... I'll ask Doc to make you a cyber muzzle.
To do that, you would need to get past me, right?
I'm not going to allow some stupid mutt to block my path.
Actually, I'm a superior cybernetic...
Superior.
Let me show you who is superior here. Stupid...
What? How?
Hey, look what I've got! And now, be a good dog and fetch the stick. What's wrong? Fetch the stick, or are you too stupid?
Yes, exactly. That's it.
Fetch that stick.
No.
You go fetch that stick now. Attaboy!
If you're so fond of that stick, why don't you go get it yourself? And if you're a good boy, I might even let you pass.
Ugh. Go on! I just threw a stick, and you are a dog. So, what do dogs do in a case like this?
I wait for you to make an even bigger fool of yourself?
No, wrong. You fetch the stick. Or are you too stupid? Wait. I'll show you how it's done.
Oh, boy. You didn't really just do that, did you? I can't take it anymore.
Maybe the fixture's loose.
Da capo! Da capo!
Exactly. That barking trash can may think he can shock me, but I'll show him what a shock. When the shock. I mean, what the shock? Oh, whatever. Some ingenious pun with shock. Shock. Because of the electric shock and so on. Oh, come on, Rufus. You don't need a punchline to be brilliant.
What are you doing?
You'll find out soon enough. Ow!
Stop! I can't take it anymore!
Yeah, maybe I should insulate the stick. Now he's in for a nasty shock. Hey, what's wrong? Are you giving up?
Yes, you were right. This stick business is just too much for me.
You stupid muddy cur. Here, like this. You put the stick in your mouth.
Oh boy, I can't take it anymore. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, 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 oh boy.
Hey, Doc.
Rufus. At last, Goal really almost bought it this time.
But, as I can see, you have everything under control. I'll, go look for Bozo then. He mentioned a tavern.
Her implant has been badly damaged. I need to operate right away. There is only one problem. The data cartridge is not going to survive the procedure.
I take it that's a bad thing?
Well, yes. Her entire mind is stored on the thing. Her memory, her character.
The ascension codes.
I can save the data, but I need a bunch of empty cartridges.
And these cartridges are hard to obtain?
Not really. This is the floating black market after all. There's nothing you can't get here. And brain implants are currently all the rage. I installed another one just the other day. You will find the cartridges in the gadget shop.
What? Why me?
Because I need to get ready for the surgery.
And I need to familiarize myself with the local circumstances. Bozo said something about a tavern?
Rufus,
All right, all right. So I get those cartridges in the gadget shop?
it's right by the harbor, outside the city gate. Just have them charged to my account. But make very sure that you get the good cartridges. The cheap ones are bound to cause problems.
Oh, it's your money.
Oh, unconscious again. Great.
Patience! This is only the beginning of the game and...
Protagonist.
Come on. Rufus is already there and he can assist Doc to bring you back into action.
What protagonist sleeps all the time?
Well, there are plenty. Sleeping Beauty or Meg Ryan in Sleepless in Seattle.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, she did sleep. She slept all the... Alright, the title has Sleepless in it, but... Well, that's about Tom Hanks. Well, at least I fell asleep while watching. Somebody's sleeping. And so are you. It's only a temporary condition. Moving on.
Chew first.
That was a reminder that you are not to poke around in my things.
Okay, reminder heard and ignored.
Rufus?
It's okay. Not necessary. I've got all the time I need. Does it have juice?
Don't play around with the equipment. If you aren't careful, you can open a wormhole.
Doc's workshop. Probably a good opportunity to try to explain how I think video games as narrative media can do things other non-interactive media like film or books can't achieve quite as well. Especially this scene where we have Clever Bite blocking the entrance to Doc's workshop is a good example of congruity between the external conflict of a guard dog and the inner conflicts that Rufus has to face. It shows his inability to acknowledge the superiority of this highly intelligent and technological, sophisticated robot dog, which leads to him going through far more trouble than he'd actually have to.
Okay, look, I'm like an actress, right? I play every scene as you'd expect me to, and nobody would ever know what goes on inside me. Nobody will ever figure that out. My cousin didn't. My geography teacher didn't. My parole officer didn't. Neither did those 3 shrinks and my various exes. Nobody ever managed. Nobody. Because I've got a serious poker face. And what I did there, in that scene, those inner conflicts, this congruity pressure, that's all just an act. But it's so well acted, in fact, that everybody thinks they figured out what, But nope, just give up, people. You will never know. Especially not you, Pokey.
Alright. But there's another thing about Clever Byte. It's actually a little amicable nod towards a friend of mine, a programmer, highly talented computer nerd from a circle of friends, where it was etiquette to have as many pseudonyms as possible, programmer street names, so to speak. By the time now, they relaxed a little bit about that, I reckon. But I stumbled across that habit they had developed at some point in their use, and I thought it's pretty funny that his name in the scene was Clever Byte. It was so funny, actually, that I just adapted it into the game right away. And for a robot dog, it was especially fitting, Clever Byte.
Yeah, I got it.
Hey, you.
Who? Me?
No, we're talking to the 3-headed platypus behind you.
We've been watching you.
We know what you're planning.
Oh, yeah? Seems like you know more than I do.
News spreads fast in the floating black market. You've got something very valuable there.
It mustn't fall into the wrong hands.
And your hands would be the right ones?
Let's just say we're friends.
We're the good guys.
We fight against oppression by the Organon.
Death to the Organon.
The Organon is planning something
Something unspeakable.
so unspeakable that we cannot talk about it.
We've gotta go.
We've already said too much.
But we'll be back.
Then we'll get what is rightfully ours.
Do not talk about this to anybody.
Keep your back to the wall.
And do not forget who your true friends are.
Death to the Organon.
Death to the Organon.
What was that all about?
Oh, the things you have to do to design a game. In this case, it's installing pipes. The pipe labyrinth over there will play an important role in the game's course. We had to redesign it a few times, but more on that later on. There's, you might have guessed it, yet another small corresponding minigame, and I like minigames. Above anything else, we installed pipes all over the level. Originally, it was supposed to be one of the most vicious puzzles, at least among those in Chapter 4. That's because it's a puzzle complex where you have to not only combine items, but also had to relate them to each other. Among other things, the differently colored pipes were part of that, and we had to lay them all through the level. Jeez, this puzzle was literally all over the place until we figured out a satisfying mechanic. That was another great collaboration with Bade, our head of game design, who kept bugging me, "That's too complicated, Pokey. People just won't get it." But eventually we polished it and got differently colored pipes as a result. Down there it's actually brassy and not so different to the pipes you see there after all. Maybe I should have talked about this in another screen. What else can I tell you about the screen? Probably that there's a pretty old scribble done by Micha from the time before he found the actually Deponia style. It was among the first buildings he sketched for the floating black market, and that was in fact Doc's houseboat. You can't really tell from this angle that it's a houseboat. From the other direction it's probably more obvious, but the form was pretty similar in Micha's sketch. Nah, not really. Yeah, well, turns out I got nothing on this after all.
Caution is required. The colorful caution is required. I never touch stuff that some stranger has already had in their rear end. According to
What is it this time? I told you, I don't lend stuff to no one. So don't complain when you get a cup of cyanide instead of milk. What the? Who are you?
What have you got on offer?
My specialty today is cuts and stab wounds for obnoxious visitors.
Holy crap on a cracker. I would like a knife.
In your gut or in your eye? You can have both.
Do you think that's the smartest way to treat a potential customer?
You? A potential customer? Ha! Just look at you! You should be glad I haven't shot you yet, with the emphasis on yet.
I think I lost my way.
Yeah, I think so too. But I've got good news for you. It's not gonna happen anymore in the future.
Because then I'll know my way around?
Because you won't be able to walk, that's why.
I guess I'll be on my way then.
Yeah, don't even think about bugging me again.
As the creative lead of a game, you sometimes need to blindly trust your team. Honestly, I always thought looking at the screen and knowing what absurd things are going to happen here animation-wise, it'll work out just fine. And that's despite the fact that I had no idea how the screen was gonna look like. I had no vision for the animations in this room, and neither did I know how they would be implemented here. I just went out thinking, oh, they'll get this right, and that's how it went down eventually. Guess we were lucky.
Closed. Oops. Why does that always happen to me with antennas?
Oh, so late.
Ah, yes, another idyllic bar scene. We have the secret agenda in the company prompting us to. That's good news. So,
And who have we here?
Well, if it isn't the newcomer that everyone's talking about.
They're talking about me. High time, too. All those stories of my heroic deeds are actually quite understated.
We're not interested in fairy tales.
You've got something that we want.
Huh. Tough. Good looks is something you're born with.
We are talking about the secret ascension codes.
The Ascension codes? Over my dead body. Wait, let me rephrase that. Uh-oh. Ow! Ow! Oh! Ouch! Ow! Ow! Oh! Ouch! Oh! Oh! Ow! Oof! Ow! Oh!
He hasn't got the money.
I guess he isn't as stupid as he looks.
So what do we do now?
We'd better report this to Donna.
Oh! Oh! Lots of friendly people here. Oh, maybe I should tone it down a bit.
Welcome to Gilligan's Gadget Garden. You are being served by Shapomat 2000. How may I help you?
Yeah, Doc sent me to get a set of cartridges.
Of course, we currently offer 2 different brands. The first is Platinum Proof Professional. They are somewhat more expensive but of better quality. There is a cheaper kind as well. Cowboy Dodo's Jolly All-Purpose Cartridges. Their quality may not be top of the line, but they come with a free colorful lollipop.
A lollipop?
So which brand do you prefer?
And those are really the good cartridges?
Of course. Remember, Goal's mind is at stake here.
All right. Here goes nothing.
Hmm? Oh! Ooh. Did it work?
I'm not sure. Something's not right.
Rufus? I might have known. Why does the same question pop up in my mind every time I set eyes on you?
Who's that good-looking guy in the snappy overcoat?
Where am I?
Because the aura of my magnetism is befuddling your sense of orientation.
Huh. Seriously, where did you drag me off to this time? And what is that awful smell?
This is the floating black market. You're safe here.
Safe? Rufus, I was on my way to Elysium.
Well, yes, you were, but with the wrong guy.
Cletus wanted to help me.
And you trust that lying slime bag?
Yes, who I am more likely to trust. My fiancé or his cheap imitation?
Hey, what's up with you?
What's up? I wake up only to find myself in some stinking torture chamber. That's what's up with me. I'm already itching all over just because I'm forced to breathe this foul, polluted air. I'm about to be sick. I need to get out of here.
She seems to be pretty mad.
Not really. I just have a certain effect on explosive women.
What, lighting the fuse?
Yeah, very funny. But she actually did seem a little volatile. Are you sure you didn't mess her up somehow?
I think I might be able to explain this. Some information wasn't written to the cartridge, almost as if we had used the cheap ones.
Not as cheap as your excuses.
Her mind appears to have been split 3 ways.
So, the woman who just stomped out of the lab is only a part of Goal?
And not the most agreeable part, I hope.
Come on, Doc. I thought you were an expert.
It is nothing that I can't fix, but for that I need all 3 cartridges, including the one that is currently inserted in her implant. Also, I cannot operate without the consent of the patient. Therefore, all 3 parts of Goal must cooperate before I can go ahead with the surgery.
Oh yeah, judging from her mood, she'll be positively enthusiastic about you flipping open her skull again.
Agreed. Maybe you had better start with a different part of her character.
Huh?
Take the 2 cartridges that are still in the output hopper. And this thing.
What is it? A remote control?
Not quite. See that compartment in the back? Just insert one of the other cartridges and press the button when you're close to Goal.
That's what I said, a remote.
It's more complicated than that. Data's written to a buffer and...
And I can zap back and forth between 2 characters.
No. Yes. Something like that, but
Just like a remote.
just like a remote.
Cool. I wish I'd had one of these for Tony.
Hurry up, Rufus. The longer the fragments of her character get used to their independence, the more difficult it will become to talk them into having that surgery done. Go find Goal and persuade her. All 3 parts of her. I will prepare everything else here in the meantime.
All right, here we go.
Oh, sole mio.
Well, look at that ugly bastard in his gondola. If that isn't Poke, it's just a gondolier. But he's voiced by me. Yep, that's the character I get to play. Very Hitchcock-esque, how I wrote myself into the game there. Yeah, I'm quite the attention whore. In fact, the concept of Deponia was the first one of our games where I said, I think I really would like to sing in the game. After all, it's a game about complete egomaniac. So it's totally fair game if I, as an equally complete egomaniac, get to sing in it. And I'm not only performing here, but also as the hobo, as he's called in the English magazines. I don't even know if we ever gave him a name in the English translation. Yeah, I guess they made that up on their own, calling him a hobo, I mean. The narrator, the bard, telling the story from the sidelines. But here I got my second gig, looking suspiciously similar to the bard, the hobo. This time as a gondolier, the Italian variant, so to speak. And accordingly, I talk with a politically incorrect fake accent. I also had to sing those 4 songs. Well, actually, it's the same song, but only with different lyrics each time. And I had to sing them with this ridiculous Italian fake accent. Was great fun, though. If you run your own video game company someday, you can do that as well. Until then, that's exclusive to me. Ah, yes, another idyllic bar scene. We have this secret agenda in the company prompting us to hide a bar in each of our games. Congrats, you found the bar in this one. Nah, it's actually a part of the game, and it's Gulliver's Gully. I guess the name isn't dropped often enough in the game, despite the fact it's a reasonably cool name for a basement bar. There's a good chance you visited this place quite early in the game while searching for a data cartridge of some kind from the gadget shop. Can't be certain though. In case you just came in here to help Doc fixing Goal, please stop listening right now. There are spoilers ahead. Stop listening? Very good. To the rest of you, hello, you actually did it. You've more or less successfully helped Doc performing his surgery. Granted, he was a bit nitpicky about what cartridges to use, and he almost certainly didn't do everything right himself, but in exchange, you get to see a truly extraordinary phenomenon, and that's Goal's personality split. So, Goal, please tell our eager comment clickers in terms of acting, is it quite an effort to play 3 different aspects of one personality? And Alex lent you her voice for this, so how did voicing those 3 characters work out for her?
Alex and Spunky Goal got along excellently. Baby Goal, no problem at all. Lady Goal was a challenge, as apparently that character was a little unfamiliar to her. After all, not everyone's a lady like you, Pokey.
Alright, spoilers are over, as is this chapter of the commentary. I hope you enjoy the remote. What a shame I don't have one of those right now in the studio. For a quick switch, you know. We'll switch back to the game instead. That's easier anyway.
Hey, hold still! Oh, darn it. Oh, it seems to have some sort of motion sensor. May I bother you?
Not really.
Then I'll have to do it without your consent. Didn't we meet in front of Doc's workshop?
You must be mistaken.
No. You and your beefy chum, you were gonna take something from me. What was it you were yelling? Death to the Organon?
Death to the Organon! I mean, death to the Organon! Whoever would say such a thing? Not that it isn't a good slogan. I mean, someone must have put a lot of thought into that.
Why are you sitting here on your lonesome?
I'm waiting for a worthy opponent to play rock, paper, scissors.
Why do you think you might find one here?
Because people around here tend to give you the finger.
That makes sense. So you're a professional rock, paper, scissors player?
Yeah, I'm an expert, a professional gamer, a prestidigitator. Scissors is my forte. I've been training it for years and I can do it in my sleep. But my rock really rocks too. Once in a while, I'm still a bit hesitant to make full use of my paper. But my coach says that I can compensate for this weakness through speed and stamina.
I want to play.
Why not? But I need to see your fingers first. Did you bring them?
Well, the last time I looked, they were at the lower end of my arm. Let me have a look. Yeah, here they are.
Nice try, buddy.
Why? What's wrong with them?
Those aren't official tournament fingers. They might be loaded. Come back when you have an official tournament hand.
I'll be off then.
See you around.
Excuse me?
What do you want?
I think an apology would be in order.
What for?
Like, for attacking me in the street?
Listen up, kiddo. I'm a member of unorganized crime.
And how does that give you the right to assault innocent passers-by in broad daylight?
That's the way we roll.
Cool. So, unorganized crime. What is it exactly?
We're just like a criminal organization without the organized bits.
Could I join you, maybe? I'm incredibly unorganized.
Don't be ridiculous. What could you possibly have to offer?
I'm very resilient. I can fall from a tower 2 miles high into a pile of syringes without taking any damage.
Remarkable.
And can you juggle balls on your nose?
Oh, really? I'm a daring adventurer, not a circus ocelot.
That's kid stuff. You're simply not reckless enough for an unorganized criminal.
I certainly am reckless enough.
No, you're not.
But how can I prove to you that I'm reckless enough?
You'd have to do something truly reckless, like shave Donna's cat, for instance.
If that's all.
That wasn't a serious suggestion. Nobody in his right mind would ever do something that reckless.
Hey, I'm not nobody in his right... Don't try to stop me. I'll soon be... I'll get back.
Whatever.
Hi-ho, hi-ho.
Are you looking for trouble?
Oh, come on. Sing along. Hey-dee-dee-dee-lo.
Man, are you lucky I don't hit the handicap.
Hi.
A new customer. Welcome to Gulliver's Gully. I'm Gulliver. If you need to use the bathroom, let me know. Then I'll give you the key, the flashlight, and the wolf repellent. We assume no liability for damages caused by the peanuts on the counter. So, what can I do for you?
Gulliver's Gully doesn't sound terribly inviting.
My customers aren't used to being invited anywhere. Who would want to invite thieves and smugglers? Or people with infectious mouth diseases? Now, if you're looking for an inviting ambience, you'd better go uptown, kid.
I've got a few questions regarding your regulars.
Spit 'em out.
What kind of people usually hang out here?
Well, riffraff and rabble, you know, thieves, cutthroats, but the good kind.
Well, it's pretty empty at the moment.
Always is this time of day. Besides your people, only Nod is here now. He's with unorganized crime. I think he's here now because his brother Wink took over the first third of the preliminary 5 o'clock shift today. But as you can imagine, unorganized crime schedules are a little obscure. And then there's Garliff. He comes here to play.
So what does he play?
Rock, paper, scissors.
Seriously? Your dangerous rabble plays rock, paper, scissors?
It may not sound like a game for tough men, but the stakes are high. And they play with loaded fingers.
Do you know Captain Bozo?
Sure. He drops anchor here on a regular basis. I think he's got something going on with the owner of the weapons store in Little Venice. She won't break your heart. She'll perforate it with a repeating laser.
And Bozo has a thing going with that fury? I can hardly imagine how that would work out. What can you tell me about unorganized crime?
I wouldn't mess with them if I were you. They're dangerous and unpredictable. If you want to know more, go ahead and ask Nod over there.
You mentioned an underground movement. What's up with that?
Well, calling it an underground movement might be somewhat exaggerated. Garliff and his friends, Janosch and Lebo, hold regular meetings in Janosch's mother's basement.
That's gotta be a joke.
It is. And the punchline is Janosch, their leader. He thinks he's some sort of freedom fighter.
Don't you ever run into problems with the Organon? To me, it looks like everyone here is doing whatever they want.
That's right. The authorities leave us alone here. Porto Fisco is far away, and the magnetic train route runs along the coast. That's how the floating black market was formed in the first place. We're always in places where the Organon doesn't look.
And if I told you that it won't stay that way for long?
Then I would tell you to go join Janosch and his resistance windbags. Only an idiot would believe in that conspiracy crap.
That's it for now. I need to use the bathroom.
Then you should sign this waiver first.
A waiver? I hereby confirm that I am not entitled to seek damages against Gulliver, Gulliver's Gully, or Splash Me Toilet Outfitters in the case of blah 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 blah, hair loss, chemical burns to the nasal mucous membranes, blah 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 blah, spider bites, rat bites, wolf bites, blah 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 blah, leprosy, psoriasis, or any kind of curse inflicted by indigenous tribes? Who would sign this nonsense?
Well, the owner of the drugstore, for one.
Is he suicidal?
No. Blind. Using this bathroom is also a popular test of courage. I mean, popular with those who are named in the will. Garliff up there currently has a bet going on with his buddy, Lebo. But, I don't think he's gonna do it. He's still got plans.
Yeah, well, I have a plan too. I'm planning not to act like a coward. Hand me that pen.
You don't have to do this. You know that, right?
I've never done things I had to do.
Well then, good luck. When your urge to go becomes stronger than your sense of self-preservation, you can ask Garliff for the key.
I'll do that. See you later.
Come back.
Hi.
Ah, are you...
Go on. Tell me about Bozo's...
I
can hardly... That's it.
Yep.
Can't the juke...
What do you mean? It plays a different song all the time.
Are you sure? It does sound pretty familiar, you know.
Leave my jukebox alone. Nothing but classics in the playlist. My favorite is the mating song of the junk crabs, but only when the door's closed. I have enough complaints about crab bites as it is.
It's pretty...
That's a good... Most of my regular, but if
Does that...
it's this...
A drink, please.
Have you got any money?
Well...
I mean... Come back, transient.
See you later.
Come back with...
Lock. May I bother you again?
Aren't you going to do that anyway?
Got a point there. Have you got the key to the tavern bathroom?
Yes, but I still need it. I have this bet going.
You bet that you would use that bathroom?
Yeah, but I simply haven't worked up the courage yet.
Scares the crap out of you, does it?
That's what I'm waiting for.
I want to play. Well, the last time I looked, they were at the lower end. Yeah? Why? What's...
They might come...
I'll be off there. All right, Rufus. This is a routine situation for a ladies' man like yourself. Easy peasy. No reason at all to be nervous. You are eloquent and witty. Very handsome. And your hair smells of solvent. Now, for the right facial expression. Here it comes. Check. Charm cannons at full blast. And now, to come up with the best possible line. Oh, that's it. A classic. Take a deep breath, and then... Here I go.
Oh, heavens, it's you again. You never give up, do you?
So, this is where you've been hanging out.
Believe me, I would much rather be on the West Promenade by the rotating gardens. At this time of year, Morris serves the best Sayacino in all of Elysium. Instead, I'm sitting in this hole in the ground drinking... What is this, anyway?
Camel drool, what else?
Camel drool.
No, wait, the camel drool's still under the counter. What you got there is the tincture for my nail infection.
Ah! Does that mean you bathed your filthy nails in this?
Yeah, but go ahead and drink it. Apparently it only works on fingernails.
And this is where my mechanisms of repression should be kicking in. Ah! Here they are.
Are you mad at me for some reason?
Whatever makes you think that? You kidnapped me, caused me a bad head injury.
That's not the way I remember it.
You appear to be suffering from a perception disorder.
You mean, in reality, you're not sexy at all?
Just stay away from me. Understood?
You have to come with me and see Doc.
What for? So you can demolish my head even further?
Ah, really turned your head, did I?
Turning heads and demolishing them are two different things.
With Tony's tortoise, they weren't.
Listen, Rufus, I am dirty, my hair is a mess, and my head feels like someone sliced through my skull with a circular saw.
Yes, but there's no proof.
And to top it all off, I'm starving. So, you had better stay away from me.
Hey, if you're hungry, I've got a leftover bowl of peanuts from our last mud cake festival.
Ooh, yuck! It's growing hair. I bet this little bowl contains more killer bacteria than a biological warfare lab.
Nah, we're all out of killer bacteria. These are influenza viruses.
Hey, baby.
There he goes again.
What's a nice girl like you doing in a place like this?
Good question. What am I doing here? Oh, I remember. You dropped me from the escape pod.
Saved you, dropped you. Doesn't all that depend on the point of view?
Only if you're a short-sighted idiot.
Luckily, that's easy to verify. Hey, Bozo, did I rescue Goal?
No idea. I gave up trying to understand what you were doing a long time ago.
You see? Bozo thinks I'm cool, too. Here's looking at you, kid.
Why? Do you have a sty or something?
Now that you mention it, I've actually got a little eye infection.
Ugh, keep your distance, okay?
Did it hurt when you fell from heaven?
It did indeed.
Oh, right. Yes, I can imagine. We're actually not all that different. Neither of us belongs on this planet.
That's right. I belong on Elysium, and you belong in solitary confinement.
No. What I meant was we belong together. We are soulmates, so to speak.
I have no idea where you get that notion. I am sophisticated. I am educated.
Check.
I haven't got any communicable diseases.
But I still maintain that we're very similar.
Just don't come too close to me, will you?
I give up.
I'm afraid...
Wait here.
Is that a...
Of course.
Good. That...
What a woman. The cartridge fits! Now the remote just has to work. Thanks to my charm, the rest will be child's play.
Huh? What the... Where am I?
Don't you know? You haven't had that much to drink. This is still Gulliver's Gully, the darkest dive in the floating black market.
Floating black market, not on Deponia.
Where else?
Rufus, I'll wring his neck.
Everything okay?
Just give me some of your strongest. As long as I'm here, I may as well rot my brain.
One rust-red brain death coming right up.
You again. What do you want?
So, this is...
Do I have... I do it since I'm
Hey, you can't do...
Calm down.
But that was...
Yeah, that's how it tasted. Hit me with another.
Hey, baby.
Are you trying to hit... Save your breath, wimp.
Hey, you got me all wrong. I can wrap you around my pinky in my sleep.
You'd better beware, or I'll wrap something around your throat in your sleep.
See? I haven't even started, and you're already fantasizing about you and me in bed together.
Ugh.
I'll find a way to make you go all weak.
As weak as your head, or as weak as your arms?
As weak as both together, baby.
Ugh.
Wait here.
No threat. What? How did I wind up here?
Most people ask that, but very few of them really want to hear the answer.
You're funny. Oh, it's you! How nice!
Hey, baby.
Are you talking to me?
What's a nice girl like you doing in a place like this?
I'm naming the bugs on the counter. This is Ronnie, and this is Donnie, and this is Princess Lamefoot.
Why is Princess Lamefoot limping?
She's unhappy because she's feeling lonely. What are you doing?
Now Ronnie is Prince Lamefoot.
Oh, how cute! I didn't know you were an animal lover.
Yes, quite. Did it hurt when you fell from heaven?
Actually, it did.
Oh, uh-huh. Here's looking at you, kid.
Huh? Did one of your contact lenses slip? It's so dimly lit in here, I can't really see a thing.
Never mind. I give up.
What are you giving up?
No, that's...
Huh.
You have to come with me and see Doc.
Oh my gosh. Am I sick then?
No, you...
Oh dear. I can feel it now. I think I'm running a fever.
No, you're not sick.
My feet. Look and tell me if my uvula is swollen.
Will you listen to me? You're not sick.
Oh, what a relief. And here I was thinking I had to see Doc.
But you do have to see Doc.
Oh my gosh. Am I sick then?
This is gonna be one of those days. Can't you remember anything?
Well, yes, you are... Rudy.
Rufus.
This is exhausting. My head feels as if a burning saw blade hit me in the temple.
You obviously can't remember anything at all. That makes it even more important for you to go see Doc.
You're probably right. You're such a good friend, Rudy.
Sure. So, are you coming? There's no time to lose. We need to prevent the Organon from blowing up Deponia.
Wait, did I hear that right? You're planning to stop the Organon? Don't tell me you're with those resistance fruitcakes.
Resistance? What are you talking about?
What do you think? Janosch and his people. Who else?
Janosch?
I told him 1,000 times that I won't have any conspiratorial meetings in my bar. First, they're all death to the Organon. And then I end up having to scrape peanut chips out of the jukebox.
Did you hear that, Rufus? A real resistance movement.
I heard it. How terribly exciting. But the really important thing is that we're both headed to Doc now. We're gonna fix your brain, and...
We can't do that now. We need to join the resistance.
Yes. What? Wait here. I'll be right back.
Yay!
Hey, leave the candle alone. It's the only thing that provides light in here when the generator goes on the fritz.
Hello, bozo, old pirate.
We've been through this, Rufus. I am not a pirate. I'm only a junk dealer with my own trawler.
Yeah, right. And the parrot on your shoulder is only perching there by chance.
I don't have a parrot, Rufus. I've never had one.
Is that so? Then who did I feed those earthworms to whenever you were asleep?
You're a rare bird yourself.
An eagle.
Say, Rufus, was there anything in particular you wanted to talk to me about?
Certainly.
Then what are you waiting for?
The multiple choice box.
Wait a minute. Worms?
Shh. Here it comes now. Oh, don't tell me I slept through the entire passage.
Like a platypus, only you mumbled in your sleep.
I was dreaming of my next big adventure.
Would that have anything to do with ballet, sweet cheeks?
Something went wrong with the surgery.
You think so? She looks healthy to me.
Well, physically, she's in great shape. Like this. Boom, chaka chaka, boom, yeah! But mentally, it's more like... Cuckoo! Understand?
Certain people have mental problems. Yes, I understand that.
Her mind has been split into 3 parts. Now, I have to persuade all 3 of them to come back to the lab for another round of surgery.
Your girlfriend now exists in triplicate? Don't stretch yourself too thin. Handling one woman's hard enough. But 3 at a time?
I'll manage somehow. How's the grog around here?
This is peppermint.
Yeah.
But listen, he said...
And the scope... Anchors away! Avast ye!
Oh, well, just as long...
See you later.
Don't get...
Oh, it's you! How nice!
Wait here.
Yay!
Hello,
what's up?
See you later.
Don't get...
So, this is where you've been hanging.
Have I? That's crazy.
It doesn't really what's
Yippee!
What do I have to
I don't know. Can you do?
I'm
We need to just.
but then
Of course.
what do I have to do?
We need to just. Of course.
What do I have to do to make but then
Of course.
Janosch.
That's what I would like to know.
No, that was a rhetorical question. Janosch is the leader of the resistance. You keep raving about him.
Really? He must be quite a daredevil.
Oh, good grief. Hey, baby.
Are you talking to me?
I gave up.
What do you get?
Nuts.
Huh.
Wait here.
Yeah. Huh? What the?
Everything okay?
Yeah, it's fine. I'll have the same again. What do you...
Hey.
Are you trying to...
Hey. Here's looking. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh.
Hey, no fighting in my...
Your mouth is saying no, but your eyes are saying yes.
Would you like to hear what my fist is saying?
No, maybe not right now. You're actually pretty cool. We're a fine match.
Ha! Dream on, wimp.
I'll find a...
As weak as your head?
As weak...
Ugh.
Wait here.
No threat.
Don't believe it! I don't care if you're new to the neighborhood. Even if Brad Pitt, in person, stood at my door carrying cake, I would still take my nail gun and... What the? What do you want this time?
Do you know Captain Bozo?
Captain? Ha! Does it make you a captain these days? If you only just manage to keep a rusty junk trawler afloat? The only captain I know is Captain Seagull up in Bellevue. But I'll take Bozo any day over that puffed up imbecile.
So, you know him?
I'm currently wearing his underwear, if you really must know.
Somehow you remind me of my girlfriend. At least one particular third of her.
Is she that fat?
No, I was talking about the temperamental part of her.
Fat and cranky, then.
I guess I'll be on my way then.
Yeah, don't even think about bugging me again.
Oh, sole mio.
Yoo-hoo! What is that sheet music?
La musica si fa volare. Questa è una canzone molto romantica. La 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 la.
Calzone.
Prego.
Aren't you a bit of an expert when it comes to romance?
Oh, amore, sì, sì. What do you want to know, eh?
Okay, there's this temperamental, athletic woman.
You need to say no more. You sei innamorata di una bella signora con temperamento. So you must show her you is un spavaldo, a daredevil. Sì? You must become a stingante insetto. You must...
Act like a prick?
No, a polka and a prod.
So, there's this shy woman, a little naive.
You need to say no more. You sei innamorata di una bella bambina timida. So you must be formidable. Impresionar her bambinas tímidas. Want aventuras con uomos criminales.
You mean she'd fall for a bad guy?
No, a polka and a prod.
Now, there's this very elegant, classy woman, a lady of breeding.
You need to say no more. You is innamorata di una donna aristocratica. So you must be un cavaliero romantico. This calls for uno appuntamento, a night to remember. You must ride with her in the gondola romantica con canzone mio. La 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 la, la 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 lu.
Yeah, stop! I'll find something else.
Cretino.
I don't...
Cantar?
Yeah, Can't you sing something else for a change?
Con piacere, ma sfortunatamente, but it's too bad. I have just uno singolo spartito, only one musical scitta, comprende?
Some of it. Arrivederci. Hello,
What?
See you later.
Don't get...
Do you all...
Sure. Unfortunately, I left my tournament fingers in the hideout today.
Do you also...
Sure.
Say...
Wink, he's got in our secret hideout, even though he's blind as a... And the writer,
Huh?
my mama.
So, what does the organ...
This is... We don't... What? Very funny.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'll get...
Whatever.
Hi.
Ah, you again. Are you...
A drink for the lady, please.
Are you trying to get me drunk?
Would that help?
I can drink you under the table on an empty stomach, you scrawny thing. So you might as well not even try.
Not even try? Do you have any idea who you're talking to?
A fellow who can't afford a drink?
Yeah. Bummer. What else is there to see in the floating black market?
Don't tell me you're a tourist. In that case, you'd better go uptown, assuming they let you in. Downtown is reserved for smugglers, specialty. However...
Go on, tell me about
platypus.
Platypus sounds too bad.
But I can't.
That's right.
No.
When I'm
See you later.
Come back.
Ah, yes, that's good. You. Ah, yes, you. Alright.
I'll tell her about my heroic first. She doesn't look as hungry as Lady Gold. Does that make sense? After all, the remote only exchanges her mind, not her stomach contents. Although, that would be a cool idea.
What just happened? I must...
Forget about it. What's the fungal...
Huh?
I'd rather not let... Not that I'm afraid, but these... I'd rather not let... Not that I'm afraid of germs, but these are... She looks hungry. I should invite her to dinner. She looks hungry. I should invite her to dinner.
Oh, heavens, it's you again. You never give up, do you?
Realizing that is part of knowing me.
Just like living in constant fear of grievous bodily harm.
Exactly. Hey!
There he... I'm a...
Hey!
There...
I give up.
I'm...
You must come... Well, it was pretty much like... And the...
What?
No, don't... Could I interest you in a romantic dinner?
A dinner invitation? Really? Huh. Maybe there is a spark of gallantry left under that filthy coat of yours.
Dinner first. You can go looking for my gallantry later.
Which restaurant did you have in mind? And is it clean?
A restaurant? I was thinking of, an extra serving of peanuts. I mean, they're free, aren't they?
Yeah, if you don't count the doctor's bill.
Ah, great.
It sounded too good to be true. Just forget it.
Wait here.
Is that...
Of course.
Good. Oopsie, I must have...
As long as you...
you... Oh, no.
Could I interest...
Oh, that's so sweet of you, Rufus. But I just finished eating all the chocolate chips from that little bowl on the counter.
Chocolate chips? Hey, we don't have any chocolate chips. And where the heck did all those moles go that I just peeled myself?
They can't be gone. Nobody would steal such a thing.
Hey!
Are you talking?
I give up.
What are you giving up?
Nuts.
Huh.
What do I have to...
We need to slide. Yeah.
But then...
Of course.
Wait here.
Yeah.
She doesn't look as hungry as Lady Goal. Does that make sense? After all, the remote only exchanges her mind, not her stomach contents. Although, that would be a cool idea.
Leave me alone. I have to.
3 high ho... Do you have any idea how this could help me win over one of the goals?
Nope, not a clue.
Oh, put a little effort into it. Just because I gave you the afternoon off doesn't mean you don't have to think.
Gave me what? Since when do I work for you? You haven't even paid me for the passage.
Yeah, and if you go on being impertinent, it's not gonna happen. And I better not show him this. After all, he might have... Doc gave me a remote.
Did he?
Do you have any idea how this could help me win over one of the goals?
Nope, not a clue.
Oh, put a... Just because...
Gave me. Since when you haven't even...
Yeah, and if you go... She's sweet. She's right for me. She's right. Do you know anyone who is familiar with things like this?
Say, did you steal it?
Just forget I asked. Do you have any idea how this could...
Nope.
Oh, put it... Just because I...
Gave me. Since when do you haven't even...
Yeah, and if you go... I'll tell her about first.
Oh.
Wait here.
Yeah. Huh?
I'll tell her about my heroic first. I'll tell her first. It should be possible to build something useful out of it. A bait bucket for flounders. No. Or a It should be possible. A height adjustable. I'd rather not let... Not that I'm afraid, but these are... I've got almost all the components for a fishing rod now. All this idea... Why don't like cayenne or wrap? She's sweet. She's right for me. What an ugly... It must be... Hello again.
Ah, Rufus, how are you getting on?
What went?
Looks like goals each
Well,
not.
how does switching the cart?
Use the remote when you're close. That way you can briefly detach her mind from her body. Depending on which cartridge is currently in the remote, a new mind will then be loaded to the cartridge in her implant. And the mind that was in her brain prior to that will be buffered in the ether and then saved to the cartridge in the remote.
Cool.
Pew pew!
Okay. Usually at this point, people ask me whether it isn't dangerous.
So the other.
I'm just
Quite the. Super cool.
oh.
I'll.
Quite.
Does it have juice?
Don't play if you aren't careful.
Yoo-hoo!
What? Where?
So,
What does it look like?
well,
No, seriously, what does it look like? I'm blind, you know.
I see mostly mind-altering substances, illegal drugs, and questionable medications.
Oh, good. That's all right then. This is my drugstore, apparently. How may I help you?
I would like to buy something.
That's good. That's very good. What will it be?
Are you giving away anything for free?
Not really. The only thing I could offer you is a sample of this new plant. It contains various mind-altering substances that have never been tested on humans. Incredibly dangerous. Absolutely illegal. And the possible side effects are both unpredictable and unspeakable.
But it's free.
Yes, but
In that case, can I have it?
not so fast. You can only have the Cucumis agnito in exchange for a free coupon.
Cuckoo. What?
Cucumis agnito, the cucumber of revelation. The active ingredient is in its juice. Unfortunately, the shell is very hard.
Hard shell, dangerous content, unpredictable side effects? Oh, just like me! I would like a +5 healing potion.
Sorry, but I have some...
Nah, never mind. I'll save my... Have you got any...
Yes, but
I've got a
that's not a prescription. That's a button you tore from your coat.
Are you quite sure about that?
Listen, I may be blind, but I'm not dumb.
Well, maybe you should get a second opinion. What's in that bottle back there?
Undiluted ethanol with antifreeze? Tastes all right, really. I used to drink that a lot until I was eventually no longer able to find the bottle.
Won't you let me have a free cucumber?
Only for a coupon.
Ah, great.
From the Free Pharmacy magazine, of course.
But I don't see a free pharmacy magazine here.
Neither do I. But do you hear me complaining? It's prominently displayed here somewhere.
No, it's not.
When I took my break earlier, one copy was definitely still there. I tested a new laxative, and suddenly everything had to go very fast.
And you took the magazine to the bathroom with you? What for? To read the cartoons?
Ever heard of Braille? Also, Gulliver's Tavern is always out of toilet paper. You get what you...
See you later.
Not a...
Expired? What's that? Great. Hey, hello? What do you mean, blah? The nerve. Who uses it? Oh, it's... who uses... Oh, it's Hoda. Da 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 da. Roo, refuse. Roo, refuse. Roo, refuse. Super, super diffuse. Hey, you can say what you like about those black market bums, but they have good taste in music.
That isn't the secret knock.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't. The secret knock.
You fool. Now you've given it away. Let me in.
First, the knock.
All right. Now can I come in?
No, wait, I got that wrong. That was the old knock.
What? But...
I know, it's a shame we changed it. The old one was much easier to remember. Nevertheless, we're using the new knock now.
And how does it go?
It's a secret.
Oh, darn it. Great, now the pipe's closed, but it didn't do me any good. I'd better leave it open. And keep it in the back of my mind. Just... I don't want that. Nothing like my ep... What was it I didn't... Oh, you stick my... Ow! I don't want that. That's nothing like... That's really small bait. Nothing like my epic... I already hooked that. Look at this!
Scram!
What if I want to fish here too?
I'm not buying that. You ain't no fisherman. Just look at you. And you're obviously missing the obligatory fisherman's luck.
What if I prove to you that I am a fisherman?
I'd like to see that.
Well, you will.
Fine. And now, shoot! What's that supposed to be?
What do you think? It's proof that I really am a fisherman.
That doesn't even prove you're human. Randomly pulling stuff out of the trash. You want to otherwise... What's that supposed to be?
What do you think? It's proof that I really am a fisherman.
That doesn't even prove you're randomly... You want to otherwise...
No, I don't. I'm better. I can't. I can't leave, not without... Go, go, Rufus Rubber Arm! That always worked before. That must be one of those genuine tournament hands for professional rock, paper, scissors. I have got to get on board that submersible. Go, go, Rufus! I could hit that with a well-aimed toss, which would be totally spectacular. But as a pro, I can't appear for free in front of a small audience.
I stood up. What do you... Yeah. Blasted religious, you just don't get it, do you? If you want to meet Jamaica, keep it up and I'll help. What do you want this time? Yeah.
Hello? Testing? Attention, attention. This is an important announcement. A comet is approaching the floating black market. I repeat, a comet is approaching the floating black market. In order to avoid panic, you should consider suicide as an option. Great, now the pipes, but it didn't. I'd better... And keep it in the... I don't see a switch. No matter. With a little technical know-how, it shouldn't be a problem. Turn off! This generator for it's pretty for any random... Wish I could remember. Is sugar in the tank good or bad for the engine? Well, there's only one way to find out. Ah, right. It was bad. Thought so. It's really dark here, but not so dark that I'll have to use my legendary sonar hearing. After all, I have the brightest eyes in the whole southwest quadrant. Breathing all that mercury vapor when I was a kid is finally paying off. Ouch! Oh! Ha! Oh! Nothing happened. And now... Ha! Got it! Do you know anyone who is familiar with things?
If I were you, I'd talk to the gondolier.
Yeah, I actually meant someone who isn't a complete idiot.
Well then, good luck.
Do you have any idea how this could help?
Nope.
Oh, put it just because.
Gave me. Since when you haven't even.
Yeah, and if you go. I'll tell her about my heroic raid first. I never throw anything away before I sink my. That's my. Lock. I can transport that without a buck. I like the feeling. I'd rather not let. Not that I'm afraid, but these.
Oh, you never.
Realizing that.
Just like
Could I.
a dinner invitation. Really?
Dinner first. You can go look.
Which restaurants do you have in? And
A restaurant? I mean, they're free, aren't they?
Yeah.
Ah, great.
just forget.
Wait here. I'd rather not let these peanuts get. Not that I'm afraid of, but these are. I'll tell her about my heroic raids later. First. Do you have any idea how?
Nope.
Oh, just
Gave. Since when you haven't even.
yeah, and if you. It should be possible to build a toolbox. Hello, bozo.
What?
See you.
Don't g-
Terrific first mate. I have to do a
First, mate. What are you time just for which?
Oh yeah, always. Do you have any idea how?
Nope.
Oh, just because.
Gave me. Since when do I? You haven't even.
Yeah, and if you. Doc gave me a remote for Gold's mine.
Did he? He must have been really desperate.
Oh, I must have drifted off again. Did I miss anything?
Not really.
That's nice.
Yoo-hoo! Can't you sing something? I don't mean to. Not the whole. I hope they. Arrivederci. You aren't you? What are you? I don't need. Yeah, same. Arrivederci.
An excellent choice, sir. Please do not forget to return the merchandise to its proper place before leaving the store.
I can transport that. I like the...
Excuse me, sir, but I would like to point out to you that the modification, recalibration, or tuning of the sample items is prohibited.
Oh yeah? And where does it say that?
Did you not read the sign at the entrance?
Nah, I thought I'd wait until the audiobook is out.
Excuse, but I would...
What do I do first? Save the world? Repair my girlfriend? No, I'll look at this bucket. Haha, sweet.
Welcome to Gilligan's Gadget Garden. You are being... How may I help?
Why is the pet...
It is not empty. What you cannot see there is the golden, the most...
Gold?
It's a beautiful, and it's but touch.
I think I can only just hold...
Very much.
I'll just...
Please. I am very sorry, sir, but the golden dragon of invisibility is not a floor model.
I didn't even touch it. I just wanted to stretch my fingers and... All right. Playing the lottery has nothing to do with luck. All you need is an infallible system. Huh, the Lottomat doesn't seem to understand my system. Here goes.
I am very sorry that is...
Rats!
Excuse, but I would...
I would really like to try out this shredder, but not with my own... what a... But that's the law. I'd rather not let these peanuts get... Not that I'm afraid, but these are wearing... I would really... But not... what a... But that's the law. No, it's already perfect, at least.
I must strongly it has been...
Yeah, I always thought Boston...
I told...
I'd better keep the stuff on some feet.
I am very sorry, sir, but the floor models must not be removed from the store area under any circumstances.
I have no idea what you're talking about. All right.